One Piece 1142, new chapter this week, and let's just jump right into it. I'm excited. As always, let's not waste any more time here. So we have 1142, The Things I Find Scary. Okay. And finally, Yamato shows up after just watching this happen for God knows how long. I don't remember. Give back the sword and the girls, Thunder Bagua. On to who's who. You can see where her priorities are, or where their priorities are. Give back the sword and the girls, I guess. Okay, miss. The children are in an uproar. Help us, miss. There's a huge snake in the schoolyard. It's Jormungandr, the world serpent that'll end the week. This is a pun on Shumatsu, the end, which is a homophone of weekend in Japanese. That is a huge snake. These are giants. Holy crap. In the week, like Saturday, Kia, it's going to eat us. Everyone get in the school. That snake is huge. The Walrus School staff room. Teachers, it's an emergency. There really is a big snake out there. Is it a beast from the realm of the dead? What's it doing in the sun realm? I hope we can get everyone out. Let's call the chiefs. But in the meantime, the kids are. And from right to left here, we have Mr. Breed or Braid, mathematics teacher. The Walrus School principal, Mr. Kiba. He's actually a walrus. Okay. Language arts teacher, the librarian, Miss Ainge. That's so interesting. I wonder if this guy's like a giant mixed with a mink, or if he's just like, I don't know. That's strange. Miss, it's gonna eat Eiger-kun. Ager-kun. Out of the way. Yo, Mr. Kiba? And just smashes that thing in the face. Yo. And then we got Saul. Sorry I'm late. Leave it to me, Kiba. Final exercisation? Kanji is demonic purification, but is a play on final exam. Dude, and he's got the armament lightning hockey up in here. Damn. Yo, call Saul. You don't even have to. He'll just show up. All the kids are astounded. We got some Kias and some Was and some Ahs. What the? It's the principal. Ow, my back. Thanks for the hand, Saul. Don't mention it. But what's the deal with the snake? Mr. Saul. Former giant warrior pirate Principal Kiba. I didn't know the principal was a warrior. Mr. Saul is as strong as they say. He used to be a marine, right? Cool. So there are monsters in the realm of the sun too, Saul? You get the occasional wild animal, but this, and little Chopper says it's huge. Everything's huge to you, Chopper. Sorry, everyone. Didn't mean to scare you. Thanks so much. Wow, Mr. Wolf. Now what? School interior. Huh? Mr. Wolf, what happened? The PE teacher, Mr. Wolf. I'm fine, but the children. What happened? Yilva and the others just walked off and they didn't say a word. Where did they go? You're friends with that Luffy guy, right? Yeah. Did he do something to you? And the kid's being a little cheeky about it. Be careful, Mr. Saul. The children, don't touch them. Huh? Where did Yilva and the others go? That way, toward the beach. Sir, what's wrong with them? They looked like they were sleepwalking. Sleepwalking? Yeah, they're not waking up. Come back. Where are you all going? Sound the horn. The entire country needs to be alerted. This is strange. Oh, oh, we have a little Gunko arrow right next to them as well. Isn't that overkill, Kiba? Something's off, Saul. Look at the forest. Huh? And the horn of Rohan gets blown. Huh? What the? More monsters? Where did they come from? No one could call it overkill after seeing this. Principal! The kids are passing out. What's happening? Wake up, everyone. What? I don't understand. Hey, what's going on? Chopper, can you please do something? Put me down, Saul. Let me examine them. Okay, thanks. Okay, help them with whatever this is. We've got to stop the other kids and get them to safety. In the realm of the dead, did you think just keeping one sea stone shackle on would be enough to sap my strength? How naive. If you care about keeping Elbaf safe, remove the last shackle. Rest assured, even in my current state, I'm far from helpless. Loki, you. What's his deal? I'd hurry if I were you. If I strike, the flames will rage. You know about Elbaf's greatest weakness, right? Dude, what is this perspective? Like, Loki looks like Howardin looks like a regular person compared to him. Like, this looks insane. I will wipe you all out. Stop it, Loki. And he just crashes his hammer into the tree. That looks insane. Got some rumbling, some crackling. Huge kind of explosion kind of thing happening. I mean, and this is literally ginormous because the tree of Elbaf is absolutely massive. Like these flames, smoke, lightning, this effect is larger than the mountains by almost like the main bulk of that little effect is almost like 2 times higher than these mountains. And there's a huge roaring fire. Was that lightning? Elder Yarul, or Jarul, a fire has broken out in the south. I heard a horn blare too. This is bad. Put it out. Walrus School. Mr. Saul, principal. All these monsters. I recognize them. Are you serious, Ange? It was just earlier today. It's Loki. He can use his hammer to destroy the world. Nuh-uh. The one who's going to do that is Nika. Hey, look at mine. I drew Loki because he's the scariest. No way, Fenrir is the most frightening. Don't stand on the table. Excuse me. No, it's ghosts. Draugr. A storm. Neo Hoger. Jormungandr. My mommy. Are you kids finished? Miss, thinking about this stuff is going to give me nightmares. Sorry, Ylva. But these drawing and writing exercises really let your personality shine. Each of you has a unique perspective, and your imaginations are amazing. All the beasts are the things the kids fear the most. That's crazy. Literally, damn, that's crazy moment. This is their nightmare world. Whoa. Yo. Look at this. This is crazy. We got this giant dragon that looks like the dragon from Punk Hazard. We got an evil Nika. We got the Draugr. We got the ghosts. We got a storm, Loki, Fenrir. This is a crazy panel. There's a little bear, a little helmet on. I mean, he's not little, he's huge, but dang. All right, that should do it. Killingham says, yep, Good work, Killingham. I'll let up once those runts reach the ship. Do you think they'll be able to get back? Or do you think they'll be able to get them back? Ha! To love is to inevitably hurt one another. Ain't that right, Gunko? What scares you the most? Nika. Elbaf in turmoil. One Piece. And there is a break next week. Dang. Okay, so let's go back, see if we missed anything. There's a huge snake in the schoolyard, Jormungandr. Is that one of the drawings, though? Let's take a deeper look at this. I mean, it's shaded and colored strangely. I mean, it is Jormungandr. He should be a little bit bigger than that, though. I feel like if we're talking Jormungandr, because when you go to that huge double page spread, all the other monsters are absolutely massive. Like would absolutely dwarf this school. What was there was an ellipsis somewhere. I'll find that in the meantime. I do think it's strange that Mr. Kiba has a walrus face, and it looks like Mr. Breed or Braid possibly has a horn kind of sticking out the side of his head there. I want to say that's what it is. So that's interesting. Maybe more ancient giant warrior. Oh wait, yeah, no. In the panel earlier, when it's Ainge, Kiba, and Braid, he does have the horns. So it seems to be alive and well. The ancient giant blood. And I don't want to give clout where it's possibly not due, but if you're a shonen fan worth their salt, you know that a named attack doing solid damage says a lot. I'm not power scaling Kiba here, although I kind of am, but I mean, it's a giant dude with a giant hammer, so like, yeah, it's gonna slap, but it seemed to have put in work on Jormungandr. And then we get that attack from Saul. Final exorcisation. I'm really happy that Oda is kind of retroactively giving characters from like pre-time skip the hockey that they should have had back then. I mean, obviously he probably didn't have the system fleshed out yet, but I'm happy to see this from Saul as a vice admiral or ex vice admiral of the Navy. So yeah, let's look for that ellipsis. No, not that one. Was it when the children were drawing stuff? There's a few in this chapter. If I strike, the flames will rage. You know about Elbaf's greatest weakness, right? I mean, Loki is just a boss, and I love it. I will wipe you all out. Stop it, Loki. What's his angle, you think? Like, why this resentment? Because it seemed to have occurred long before he was shackled. What does he have against Elbaf? Or is he simply just so as everyone kind of seems to be an Elbaf, is he just so obsessed with the Nika legend and lore and is so convinced that he himself is Nika that he feels the need to destroy the world because it's said that Nika is supposed to destroy the world? I hope it's a little deeper than that and not just like I'm this thing, so I'll do the thing that this thing does. I thought there was an ellipsis that like kind of left a little bit of breadcrumbing, but maybe there wasn't. Sorry, I just want to kind of look over just one more time and then we can kind of talk about that final panel there with Gunko and all of them. Okay. You get the occasional wild animal, but this really not saying much there with the ellipsis. Yeah, maybe I just overthought something, or maybe it was just resolved right away. But it is interesting to make drawings come to life. Not too dissimilar from why can I not think of his name? The traitor scabbard. Um the Korzumi guy. You know who I'm talking about. With the paintbrush. But this is like on a whole nother level. And I think it's kind of implied. Oh wait, what is this going on? With Killingham. He said, "All right, that should do it." And then we kind of have like a mirrored version of him sleeping. So I mean, it's implied that he did this, right? I'll let up once those runts reach the ship. Do you think they'll be able to get them back? To love is to inevitably hurt one another. Ain't that right, Gunko? What scares you the most? And she says Nika. So do we think that the world government is kind of gearing up the Nika discussion amongst themselves, amongst the Gods Knights? Because presumably, the Gods Knights are kind of in the loop with the elders and the Gorosei. And so they would probably be very much aware of those people that are in high positions of power or close to people in high positions of power, to know about Nika. But what is it that scares her so much about him or whoever happens to be Nika? Is it the thought of the world ending and, you know, tangentially everything that they've built coming to an end? Is it something deeper? I hope it is something deeper. I mean, with everything, like with every breadcrumb that Oda gives us, I do want it to go just a little bit beyond my expectation. I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about here, I feel like. I mean, yeah, this was cool. Better Call Saul. And you would think too by now, since the school is in the sun realm and Luffy's in the realm of the dead, this you could probably notice pretty easily, like if Luffy just looked up and he'd be like, huh, there's like a 6,000 foot tall monster, like a bunch of them. I mean, I think we see I think we get the band back together next chapter, right? We get, Gear 5 Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, all of them to take this on. But I wonder I don't know. I feel like something's going to happen because what are kind of the outcomes if Luffy and company take on these monsters? Because I feel like it would kind of detract from what's happening. I regardless, I don't imagine we're spending too much time on this. If, the monster trio like one shot all of these things, what's the point? I guess for hype, but I think that panel time could be used better in other ways. And if they give the monster trio too much trouble, then it almost seems like it'd be a little unbelievable because they're presumably just like mindless drawings with just brute strength, which, one isn't gonna just it's straight up not gonna do anything to like Luffy or Sanji because of his exoskeleton, and then Zoro just because he's not a human being. So I don't know. It was a nice, cool little setup chapter. Gave the teachers some hype. Gave Saul some hype. Definitely hyped up Loki as it should. And I'm noticing that we're getting these breadcrumbs each chapter that like Loki is the real deal. And I think we're going to continue to see that upward trajectory from him until we get some sort of climax. So I'm excited to see that. And yeah, gonna wrap it up a little early here. If there's anything that you guys noticed that I didn't or didn't pay enough attention to, let me know in the comments below. And thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.